Well, it seems some congratulations are in order for New World, as they have been dubbed the most improved MMORPG by MMORPG.com, and now it's a matter of discussing whether or not you feel and I feel that this is a deserved accolade. I'll just go ahead and say it up front, I do think it is, but I also understand where some people are saying, well, if you start from zero because you weren't ready at all, and all you do is get yourself up to a readied state, which you should have been at launch, is that really worth saying you're improved? And the answer, for me at least, is yes. It's still filled with a lot of improvements. The game has come a very long way, and was it lacking a bit in the beginning? Yes. Do most modern day games get released as that? Yes. They are mostly works in progress. Most should be in some way, but of course they typically start a little bit further in that work in progress state, whereas New World seemed to launch very, very early. You could have said it was a beta. I don't think anybody would really argue too much against that, but they went ahead and released, and now we have the product that we do a year later. And I mean, you have to give credit to the team for being able to push through a lot of adversity and to come up to the point we have today with New World, and it is in a much, much better state, but that doesn't mean things are perfect. And of course, as we look here at the comments, we will see that people have very differing opinions. You have the positive folks who are saying this is, of course, well-deserved, and that if they just add this and that, and they point out some of the great things that they've already done, then it will be even better and could even get the award again in 2023. However, then you have the other people who are the ones I mentioned earlier, who are simply saying, wow, if this is the most improved, the game sucked before. And to some people, that's probably a true story. I know at times I often thought, well, it's a good game, it's fun, but it's definitely lacking. In the content department early on, it was definitely lacking, but now there's so much more to do. Is it enough? Well, I'm still on the fence about that. I do think that while it has come a long way and there's many, many, many more hours of content and varied types of content that you can do, it's still one of those things where once you kind of get to the end, it seems to happen faster than in other games, right? Like when you're playing some of these other games, you seem to have a longer time on that spinning wheel. And some people are like, oh, I hate feeling like a hamster on a spinning wheel. What else are you doing in a game? It's progression based. If you're just at the end game, if you're running raids for the sake of running raids and there's no benefit, because that's what I'm talking about. Progression is benefiting for the effort you're putting in. So you're getting a new piece of gear, you're increasing your stat points, you're doing something that propels you to the next level, not just doing things for the sake of doing things. Now you could say PvP, that's basically doing things for the sake of doing things because it's competition, although people still want rewards for them. So I just think that that spinning wheel ends a little bit earlier in New World than a lot of other games, but again, it's only been out for a year. At this point, I think there's a good amount of content, and as long as they keep putting out more and more, without too many huge breaks in between, I think that it will be fine. So yes, I think that New World is deserving of this award. And I mean, all you have to do is look at what the game had in the beginning, look at how they've listened to the feedback of the community over and over and over, how they've released big updates, multiple weapons, new zones, I mean, dungeons, everything. They've added so much to the game. They have fixed so many quality of life issues. They've made improvements that just make enjoying the game so much easier and better that you can't argue against it. I mean, you compare it to any progress that was made in other games, and you just can't make the same case, because you could, of course, say that those games are already in a better state, so they didn't need to make the improvements, and that's fair, but that's what we're talking about is improvement. So if a game was already at the B level and now they're a B plus, but this game was at a B level and now they're an A or an A plus, that's the bigger improvement. And you can't say New World hasn't come a massive way. I'll say it again, is there still room for improvement? Absolutely. But has it been night and day from release when all you could do is chest runs and the gear score grind didn't even make sense, it was so monotonous, to now where you have all these expeditions to run, all these different ways to gear up via the gypsum system, or just doing different types of content, more PvP things to do, a reward track. There is so much now. It is massively improved. Shout out to the New World dev team. You have done a great job, but the work is not over, and there will definitely be more videos coming from me about things I would like to see, especially in 2023, because the roadmap was looking kind of bare. But now is the time for you all to share your thoughts. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know and why you feel that way down in the comments below. And of course, you can always come chat with me live at twitch.tv/_TV. While you're here though, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more New World and MMORPG content, as well as give this video a thumbs up. Thank you all once again, and good luck in your adventures.